I was inspired to make this video on my walk today because I was listening to a podcast, right, about a big creator talking about even bigger creators, right? And he said that it's on easy mode. And I've seen so many videos, right, on YouTube talking about a business being on easy mode, YouTube being on easy mode, building a brand being on easy mode, right? And here's the deal. It's not. This is not easy, right? And I say this as someone who has been an entrepreneur for 9 years, right? And you hear these videos from people that are already on the mountaintop, right? And they're sharing about other people that are on higher mountains than them, right? And they're highlighting people that are 7, 8, 9-figure, 10-figure earners, right? And look, here's the deal. I make videos about building purpose-driven communities. And I share how other people who are very successful have done it. And then I share the principles behind it and how small businesses can do that as well. But never am I saying that it's on easy mode. It is not on easy mode. Business is really freaking hard. If it was on easy mode, then literally everyone would be doing it. Every person would be a business owner driving business through something, right? But it's not. That is not the reality, right? And I get really frustrated about it because I know how hard it is. I know firsthand how hard it is to be an entrepreneur, to be a business owner, to start a brand, and to do all these different things. And when I see these videos that it's on easy mode, it literally drives me insane. I built a real estate sales business from scratch, right? I had the help of a mentor that I luckily met through Craigslist 9 years ago, right? And it was just by luck that I met this person who mentored me and helped me grow my business. And then we became partners. And not only did I grow my personal real estate business, but we also grew the brokerage together. And none of it was easy, you know? Like nowhere along the road was I ever like, I'm on easy mode now, you know? Like this is not the case. So when you see these videos, you have to understand that these people are probably selling something, right? If they're saying that it's easy, they're trying to sell you something. Or they're already making $100 million or more a year talking again from the mountaintop, not bringing people along and showing them how difficult that it really is. But here's something else that really bothers me about this. As people who are consuming this, you know, whether we've been in business ourselves or been entrepreneurs or, you know, business owners for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, maybe you're just getting started. We desperately want to believe in shortcuts because as human beings, we're wired for instant gratification. We want to be sold a magic pill that's going to help us lose 20 pounds in 30 days. We want to be sold a magic pill that's going to help us build this massive business in 90 days or less, or to start a YouTube channel and get 100,000 or 1,000,000 views on your first video. And this is just not the case, right? Like these people that are saying this, and there's nothing wrong with them, right? And I don't want to come from a point of like, they're all grifters, because I don't believe inherently that these people are grifters, right? I believe that, you know, they have a lot of substance behind what they're saying, and it could come out later that they are grifters. And a lot of times it does, but I'm not saying these specific people that I was listening to are that. What I'm saying is we are wired for this instant gratification. And when we don't meet that, right, when that expectation isn't met, we stop doing what we were doing because we were sold that it was easy. We were sold to pay $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 for this course. We follow the course and it doesn't work out. And then you're left holding the bag like, well, what the heck? What am I supposed to fucking do now, right? I put all this time and effort into this. I made this huge investment up front. And now what? Now what am I supposed to do? Because you weren't told that it's hard. You were sold that it's easy, but it's not easy. Business is very, very difficult. That's why so few people actually do it and actually succeed for an extended period of time. Most business owners fail within a year or 2 years, and then they're back to doing whatever they want. Most entrepreneurs try something and fail, and they stop because they were sold the fact that it's easy. And this is the whole mindset. There is no instant gratification in business. You might be the exception when you start something. Maybe you are, right? The 0.001% of someone who gets on YouTube for the first time, puts out a couple of videos, and gets 100,000 views. You might be that. That is the exception. We're listening to and learning from the exception, right? Not the rule. And the rule is it takes a long time to grow. It takes a long time of effort, of discipline, of frequency, of consistency to actually grow something that is going to be sustainable for the long term. I am all about longevity, and specifically around building a purpose-driven community that brings you longevity in your life and in your business. There is no get-rich-quick thing anymore. Like, that doesn't exist. Get that out of your head, and that's what you're being sold when you listen to these giant influencers, these giant creators. Every successful business that I know has done so over a long period of time. Every successful creator that I see that's sharing their insights have done so over a very long period of time. We buy the lie because facing the real work is uncomfortable. It is very uncomfortable to do something day in and day out and get 10 views on a video or 12 views on a video and think, why am I doing this? Why am I putting all my time and effort into this if this is going to be the result? If you are building something that is purpose-driven, you will understand that over time, those reps that you constantly put in, that is what's going to bring you success. But here is something else that absolutely drives me crazy about these big creators. Everyone is chasing that next viral moment, that magic algorithm hack, that video that you're going to put out that is going to create that viral moment where you're going to sit back and say, oh my God, I've done it. I've reached the mountaintop. I've gotten 1 million views, right? And here is what trips a lot of people up. Say you are that exception, that 0.001% that gets that right out of the gate, and you're not prepared for that kind of success. What is going to happen to you if you're not prepared, right? If all you're doing is chasing viral trends, if you have no substance behind what you're actually saying, if you have no experience behind what you're actually saying, and you hit that magic 1 million view video or whatever it is, then what? How are you going to fulfill on what you have been selling and saying to people in that video to keep them coming back time and time again? How are you going to do that? You're not. Real profit and longevity is in small and powerful purpose-driven communities, right? Small and powerful purpose-driven communities. Again, the people that are the most successful, right? And I'm not talking about you have to make millions and millions and millions of dollars to be successful. Those people are the exception. Those business owners that have been doing this for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, that make $250,000, $300,000, $500,000, that live great lives. They see the people that they love on a daily basis. They get to do what they want to do on a daily basis. They vacation when they want. Those things, right? That's what I define as success. Being around the people that you love as much as you want. Setting your own schedule within reason. Being able to go on vacations whenever you want, right? Like, that is success. And that is built around this purpose-driven communities. Because at the end of the day, this is what I know to be true in business. Communities buy and audiences scroll. A purpose-driven community will buy from you time and time again if they believe in what you say, if they believe that you are a trustworthy business owner. Audiences, when you hit that million view video on something you're going viral for that has nothing to do with the business that you're looking to grow, they will continue to scroll. Communities buy, audiences scroll. But let's not leave out this next deception that you're being sold. This is the overnight success story. Conveniently, right? People leave this out all the time, that they had been building for 5 or 10 or 15 years. So when you see them come out and they hit gold on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, you think to yourself, because they potentially sell you, a lot of times they do sell you on the overnight success story. I follow this creator, Mark Waters. He's awesome. He also focuses on building purpose-driven communities, right? He inspired me to start this channel. I think he's a fantastic idea for what I'm looking to do. He very candidly, very honestly shares, like he has 20 years in the film industry. So when you see his videos and you see him speaking and you understand his life story, like he is not an overnight success. He's been building this for 10 years. You know, I am not where I want to be with Clear Voice Media at the moment, right? This channel is only 3 months old. I haven't hit a mega successful video yet. You know, like I'm slowly building, because eventually I'm going to hit the right audience at the right time, right? And when that happens, I know that I will be prepared for what comes next, because I've been building towards this since 2018. Even before that, when I got into business for myself in 2016, right? I've been building for this. I understand what it takes. I don't know everything. I never claim to know everything, but I understand this. There is no overnight success. That is a deception. And that's what people are being led to believe, which is absolute bullshit. But here is what I really want you to understand. Do you want to know what actually works? Spoiler alert, it's not easy. To find a real purpose beyond money, which is something that I have only done recently. It took me 9 years, but finding a real purpose beyond just making money, it takes a long time. It takes trial and effort and failure, or success in my case, right? Trial, effort, success. I was very successful at what I was doing, but it made me feel empty, right? It didn't make me feel complete as a human being, right? And there's nothing wrong with what I was doing at all. I was successful. I was able to create something amazing for myself and for my family that I never thought possible ever in a million years. But here is the reality. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of effort, and I had to show up consistently even when nobody was watching. So this is what my message is for you. Focus on serving 100 people deeply instead of 100,000 people superficially, okay? Focus on building that small and powerful community that is going to bring you happiness and joy and success, and more importantly, in my opinion, than anything, longevity. Longevity is key in business. You can be an overnight success. Potentially, you could hit the jackpot of content creation, but that doesn't mean that it's going to bring you longevity, right? Business is all about doing things consistently over time, finding what works, finding what doesn't work, connecting with the people who you know will come back to you time and time again to buy your product or be a part of your community and help you serve at a very high level. So do me a favor, please stop looking for the easy mode. Start looking for meaning. There is no easy mode in business. There is no easy mode in life. Nothing is easy. That's why they say anything worth having, you have to work hard for it. If you want to keep following along with this message, with me, with my page, and what I'm doing next, then make sure that you watch this video here.